The following production is brought to you by the Talkin' Buds Leaf Show.
Here we go. Talkin' Buds Leaf Show, episode 318. Lots going on right now in the midst of a World Series. Jays and Dodgers. The Leaf roller coaster to start the season. Just, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. But I mean, I find myself like ping-ponging back and forth because the record is the exact same as it's been the previous years. I just think that it, on a shift-to-shift basis, it doesn't look great. Mm-hmm. And that causes everyone to like get really upset and pissed off. But it's like, I'm really wrestling with it. I don't know about you, because on the one hand, it's like, yes, I am mad watching them get hemmed in their own end for large portions of the game. I am mad watching them lose possession of the puck and then like not get it back for a really long time. I am mad watching Tage Thompson absolutely just run amok out there for 2 straight games. But again, you look at the record, it's the same as it's been in previous Octobers.
Yeah, you kind of sound like an idiot if you're just like hot taking right now. Like if you're just the hot take artist who's ready to blow it up. It's just, I understand that people cover this team and you only can talk about what's in front of you. And it's hard to just constantly come back every day and go, well, it's early, well, it's early, well, it's early. And other people are like, well, they're not playing that well. But it really is early. It really is. Yes. And if you're just a hot take artist with this team right now, you're just being a hero, because when I watch this team, I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen with them. I'm gonna be honest. I have no clue. I have no clue where this team's gonna end up, because I see things I like and I see things that are awful. So it's just
you've pointed this out a couple of times. Like you look at the Atlantic as well. It's like the Habs are out to a big good 7-3 start.
I think the Habs could win the division this year. I'm not joking. That team is electric.
I could not disagree with you more. I think the Montreal Canadiens are the Kyle Dubas Maple Leafs. I think they're super skilled and I think they're super small, and they're going to look great in October, November, December. But once you start getting closer to the playoffs and the games start getting way heavier and everyone starts to settle into playoff form, that team's going to get pushed off the ice. You mark my words. I've seen this movie. This is the Kyle Dubas Maple Leafs all over again. I'm not saying they're not a good team. They are. I think
they have more heart than the Leafs, than the current. Like I'm seeing a little bit more heart from this group than.
Well, that's not hard, Ryan.
Yeah,
like, that's not hard to have more heart than the Kyle Dubas.
Frying pan over here has more heart than that team.
Yeah, like it's. I don't know. They've looked very impressive, and I think Lane Hudson is exactly what this Leaf team needs and what they don't have.
They can just build a lead here. Like that's the thing. It's like you can almost guarantee yourself a spot in the top 3 if you get out to a lead here while everyone else is scuffling at a 500 record. Like that's where my head is at.
And even the Red Wings, like Todd McLellan has a absolute meltdown after the first game of the season, and now they're 6-3 and second in the division, and then everybody on down is 500, and then Tampa's 2 games under 500.
Yep.
So that's what's saving the Leafs right now, and I want to start with a positive topic of conversation today. I want to talk about John Tavares, because Hockey Night in Canada did a good little piece on him during the pregame.
Yeah, I thought that was good. I thought it was well done.
He to me has been one of the bright spots to start the season. Guy's got 5 goals already. Yep. And it's just such an interesting feeling now to look at him at $4.3 million and see him as like a really great value piece and a veteran still performing at a high level. It just goes to show you that in this era of the NHL, what you're being paid really matters with how people perceive you. And even if he was still on his old deal, based on the way they've started, you'd still look at him and go, oh, he's had a really good start to the season. But just being at $4.3 million and delivering the way he's delivered to start the year, scoring like vintage John Tavares style goals.
Oh yeah.
You got to tip your hat to the guy.
He hasn't lost a step. He's got 12 points in 9 games. He's got 5 goals, +2. He's got a power play goal. He's got an OT winner now. He's 1 away from 500. Yeah, I mean, John Tavares is the perfect example of how winning culture helps you determine the value of a player's like career. You know, because if you look at his career, this guy hasn't won anything, and he's can't really consider to be a winner. But objectively, you look at this guy's career, and it's like, this guy's had a hell of a fucking career.
See a Hall of Famer?
I don't see how, like, the guys he's about to pass on the point list, like, they were naming, like, Neuendijk and Bossy and, like, a couple other dudes. You're passing guys like that. Like, I don't understand how you're not a Hall of Famer. You get to 500 goals. Probably could get to 600. Yeah. I don't see, if this guy's not a Hall of Famer, I don't get it. I don't get it.
You don't understand the criteria.
Everyone's just too upset. Like, I get it. We want to win. Everyone's obsessed with winning culture, cup culture, GOAT culture, and every single goddamn sport. It's like the Blue Jays, like the Blue Jays run drives me nuts. George Springer hits a home run, and the first thing Twitter does is it goes, how does that compare? How does that compare with the home runs? Everyone starts ranking home runs, and it's like, this is so, like, it's just lame. But John Tavares is out to a great start, and man, what a career he's had. I thought that piece they did on him was fun, and he's an interesting cat, but he's a good player, man.
One of the things I've liked about his start too is they've moved his wingers around a lot, and it hasn't really affected him. He's played well. It's not like when he was in the island, he was the classic, like, put anyone with John Tavares and he'll elevate them. And I think, well,
a lot of guys paid.
While I liked Austin Matthews' game on Saturday against Buffalo, this is the thing that we've looked at him and said, you're supposed to be doing this. Like, we can't be looking for a winger to elevate you. You have to be the one to elevate your wingers. And obviously, Johnny is not the same player he is today that he was when he was the captain of the Islanders. But you put Michelli there, he can play with him. You put Nyes there, he can play with him. Him and Nylander are together more often than not. Like, he's been a really nice piece in a tumultuous start to the season.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Marner leaving, like, him ripping home close to 40 is so important. Like, and he can still do it, obviously. All the goals he's scored this year have been vintage John Tavares goals. And I want to go back to what you just said about Matthews, because we always love to shit on him, so I'm going to cut him a break today, because I thought he played well. Maybe he's learning how to do that, even though he is an elite player and he's getting paid all the money in the world and how it doesn't really have any excuses. But his whole career, he's been strapped with either Nylander or Marner for a long period of time. And he just always had that guy to lean on, while other guys like Tavares early in his career and Crosby a lot of times, like, they learned how to, like, run their own line and elevate their own line. And if you come and play that line, you got to play a certain way to stay on it. So maybe this is a part in Austin Matthews' career where he's learning how to do that. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, Ryan, I actually thought him and Nick Robertson looked pretty good together. I thought they moved the puck really well. And I know the Buffalo Sabres are not an elite opponent. They've had a pretty good start by Buffalo Sabre standards. But I actually thought him and Nicky Robertson looked pretty good together.
If that team got a goalie, they would not be half as bad as they are. That team's just missing some goaltending. But you look at the score sheet on Saturday night, like, this is what you're looking for, man. You got Nick Robertson, you got Matthias Michelli, you got Dakota Joshua, and then you got one of your stars scoring in overtime. Like, that's how they're going to win some games this year. They need some guys like that to step up and score the goals that night, especially when Nylander was out. Like, that's what you're looking for.
At this point in time, given how Berube has started the season, and it's just been like blender central to start the year.
Yeah.
I'd give Nicky Robertson another game or two with Matthews. Just look at it. Why not? Like, we're in this position where, like I said, the blender's out. Just keep rolling with it.
All bets are off if Nylander's out of the lineup. Like, to me, all the lines just go in the garbage at that point. Like, you might as well just throw anybody with anybody. But I will say this, like, can we give someone a look for longer than 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get how you're supposed to develop chemistry with a line if you have one bad game and all of a sudden you're at practice the next day and the lines are switched. Like, come on. Like,
happens,
you're supposed to, like,
Ryan,
you got to give guys more runway.
Though. They've looked really bad for stretches in games, and I think that's when Berube kind of spazzes. Like he said last week, I'm getting tired of this.
Rob,
right?
I think it's an excuse for bad coaching. That's what I think switching the lines is sometimes.
Really?
Don't look over here. Don't look over here. We play the worst defensive structure in the NHL, and I'm supposed to be a coach who locks it down. Look over here. We're going to blame this all on Matthias Michelli. Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
I've heard it here first. Ever since Craig Berube came on, Ryan and I have not been very critical. And
Rob, they're the worst defensive team in hockey. The metrics say it. Like, they can't stop anything. So instead of being like, look at me, I'm trying to implement the system. It's not working. Look over here and let's blame it all on Matthew Nyes and Matthias Michelli and Nick Robertson. It's like, come on, man. Like you gotta let some guys develop some chemistry. But it's like when you first meet someone, it's like obviously you gotta get time to get to know them. To like judge their character. Like I don't like it's ridiculous.
Look at you doing your best Colin Cowherd impression with the real life analogies.
I don't even listen to Colin Cowherd either. So I mean
that was a Cowherd-esque analogy.
But like it is kind of ridiculous how like you're just like what a guy has one opportunity to like blow your mind that game, and if it's not that game, then it's the next guy. Like it's just like, come on, you gotta like stick with something here a little bit, please.
Why are they the worst defensive team in hockey?
Because they're the easiest team to play against, in my opinion. The amount of ice they give you to operate is out of this world. Out of this world. Like the amount of time and space the opposition has while they're attacking the Leafs is just, it's ridiculous. And nobody's on top of anybody. Like there's just like, here's all the space in the world. You can just do whatever you want. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's the team just being lazy. I don't know if that's the coaches telling them to do something. To me, when I'm watching them, it's really hard to dissect what the issue is. It's like, is the coach is out to lunch or is the team just lazy? Or is it both? I don't know.
I think it's a little bit of everything. And I think last year they were not an elite defensive team, but they weren't this. They weren't awful. And I think it's very clear to me we have focused, I should say, a lot on, they need to add another top six piece. They need to add another winger. No. This team needs a puck-moving defenseman. Mm-hmm. And they don't grow on trees, so I don't know where the hell you're going to get one. But their defense is old, and their defense is slow. And when the opposition gets the puck in their zone, it takes them a long time to get it back. And when they do eventually get it back, they do not break out fast at all. And I think the idea of bringing back the same six guys on paper was like, it made sense from last year, but they're slow, man. Their D is so slow. They don't have one guy back there who can burn. Not one.
I mean, they won the division last year with the same D-core, so I understand the logic of bringing it back. It's not like that was a bad idea. If you win a division, you can look at your D-core and be like, this is a good D-core, good enough to win a division.
And going into the season, we were all like, the D-core's stable. It's steady. We're good. Nobody's worried about it. And it's just been really exposed for being old and slow so far this season.
Yeah, they have a hard time getting the puck back, and then the forwards are all dummies at the top of the zone. Just they have no idea what they're doing. Like, they highlighted Cowan just completely leaving his man last night. It's just a total breakdown from the D to the forwards.
It blows my mind how you can be a professional hockey player and just completely forget how to play a structured game defensively. Like, I don't understand. Like, how do all of you look like you have no idea what's going on out there, game in and game out? I don't get it.
Well, they just never make the right decision to, like, chase the puck or, like, have your eyes in the back of your head and look for the man you're supposed to be covering. Because there's sometimes there's a loose puck, you got to be aggressive and get two men in there. But like Cowan's just like chasing the puck, like you're just looking at the puck, and it's like, dude, you're the high guy here. You got to watch out for the D man coming down. Like it's just a whole breakdown. It's the D, it's the forwards. It's just like everybody's just, I don't know. They look lost. They look lost at times.
It's incredible to watch, dude. It's absolutely incredible to watch. I'm sitting there and it's just like every scoring chance, we sound like a broken record because we've said this the last 3 episodes, but every scoring chance, it's a grade A look down the middle of the ice. Like you got to give Anthony Stolarz the day off because he's just getting peppered game in and game out.
Yeah, every single goal that Buffalo scored in Buffalo was like, those were all supreme opportunities. Like there was no cheapies in that game. Like they those were all grade A, pretty close to grade A chances on every single one of those goals. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to fix it. I really don't.
They're still doing the thing that we've talked about since the season started of trying to find what their identity is.
Yeah.
What is it? What do you do well?
You still have enough elite goal scorers that you can win enough games in the regular season. I think that's what they do well. If Stolarz and Wall are both healthy, you got good depth in the net. Other than that, I don't know what else they do really well. I don't.
Yeah,
they're not a defensive team. They're also not really an offensive team
either.
Yeah.
No, they don't get in on the forecheck. They're so easy to play against.
Yeah,
it's a night off playing against them. They don't get in on the forecheck. They don't make it hard on you. You can spend all the time you want in their end. They're in and out in your end. It's mind-numbing.
Yeah, you compare them, when you watch Calgary Flames hockey, it really helps you understand that the Leafs still have Tavares and Matthews and Nylander and Nyes can score and McMahon can score. Those guys, it makes you realize they do have some guys who can put the puck in the net. But yeah, they don't forecheck. They don't spend time in the other team's end, forechecking, cycling. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to get the puck out of their own end. So it's just, let's just hope that when we get our opportunities, our guys who can put the puck in the net, because other than that, it's just, I don't know what the hell we're doing.
What do you think of the decision to split up Matthews and Nyes? And they had Nylander and McMahon with him, and then Nylander got hurt, and then he took the warm-up, didn't play on Saturday. The fact that he took the warm-up tells me it's not anything major. It's just something that's been bugging him. Would you keep him and Nylander together?
I think all bets are off at this point. I don't really care. I'm not married to any pair or whatever. I just want them to, when they get somewhat more healthy, I just want them to stick with something for longer than a game, or else it's just, are you going to switch the lines up every single game this year? It's just ridiculous. Pick a lineup and just go run with it for a bit. Please.
Are you starting to insinuate that Craig Berube's a little lost behind the bench right now?
Not lost. It's just he has some, he needs to answer some questions. The whole first year honeymoon period is over. I need him to answer why his team is the worst defensive team in the NHL. When he's supposed to be a guy who's all about playing the right way. It's your team does anything but that. So I don't really understand. I need him to tell me why that's happening, because I don't know.
It seems like none of them have any answers right now, man. They all get to the bench and they all are flummoxed sitting there. They don't understand what's going on, and he looks just as flummoxed behind the bench.
Yeah, he's got to wear some of it. There's no two ways about it. I mean, they're still in a decent spot, but why is your team so bad? I don't know.
One thing I did make a note of here that I wanted to mention today was I think their power play, the best part of the weekend for me, maybe not the best part, but one of the best parts of the weekend for me was the goal that Matthews got in Buffalo on the power play, because it was good puck movement, power play goal, and it was the vintage Matthews snapshot release that we haven't seen much of in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a nice play. They set it up nice. Johnny had a bunch of chances in the slot before that, so that kind of left Matthews open. Instead of shooting that time, he passed it to Matthews, and to see him bang a goal like that in, that's encouraging. I want to see more of it.
All right. We're going to take the break here and do a little DraftKings ad read, and then we're going to come back and talk some World Series. Hockey is back, and this season, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, brings you all the speed, skill, and nonstop action you love.
New customers, bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get paid out $300 in bonus bets instantly.
Ryan, I'm an avid user of the DraftKings Sportsbook app. I use it pretty much every night to bet the puck line on several different NHL games. Can't recommend it enough.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. That's code THPN to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-78-97777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. Pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. Copyright NHL 2025. All rights reserved. Ryan, if you'd told me that on Sunday morning the Jays would be getting on the plane to go to LA tied 1-1, I'd be taking that all day. Game 1, another incredible, euphoric, magical experience for this Blue Jays team, blowing the doors off the LA Dodgers. And then Game 2, I don't care what anyone says. You can throw all the stats you want at me. Yamamoto is unbelievable, and that was the best pitching performance this team has seen in the postseason, and that's what beat them.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Guy is nasty.
Yeah, he's really got a lethal mix. He's got 2 very good fastballs. He had 3 very good fastballs, basically. He's got a cutter, 2-seamer, 4-seamer, and then he's got a splitter, and then he's got the curveball. And to me, everyone's like, oh, the fastball works off the curveball. I disagree. I think the splitter works off the curveball, where it's like they're both 12-6 in a way. And then he throws the splitter, it's 92, and then he drops that curve, and it just they were lost at the plate. They had no idea what was coming. He's throwing strikes too. It's not like he's getting them to chase. Like he's getting them to chase like in the zone, and they're missing. Yeah, he's that guy. Whoa. He's a problem.
You hate to say it because it's Game 2 of the World Series, but sometimes you just got to walk away and tip your cap, and that is the definition. They weren't beating that guy. That guy's an animal. Yeah. Dave Roberts said after the game he had another 30 to 40 pitches in him.
Well, yeah, that's the Japanese way, man. They don't have pitch counts there. They throw like 200 pitches a game. They don't give a shit.
That's insane.
Yeah, they don't. There's no pitch counts in Japan, man. Like they just let him go. So
they had a chance early. They got to him a bit early, and they didn't capitalize. And then once he locked in, and I felt really bad for Kevin Gausman, who also pitched an absolute gem.
Yeah, no, it was a quality start. It's just the Jays don't have the pitching, the starting pitching, or the bullpen to like win 1-0, 2-1 games.
Yeah,
like, they just don't. They have to score at least 4 runs to win a game, in my opinion. So they couldn't do that last night. I thought their pitching kept them in it for long enough that they could come back. It just didn't happen. So.
All right, give me your thoughts as we head to LA for games 3 and 4 and 5.
Well, they've traditionally hit Tyler Glasnow well from his days at the Rays, but there's only so many dudes who played on those teams when Glasnow was actually on the Rays. So it's not like Davis Schneider and Ernie Clement have like good numbers against Tyler Glasnow, but Vladdy's always done decent. Bo, I think he's beatable, and then we'll see what Shohei brings on Game 4, because he's basically Yamamoto. Like he's just like he's got the same mix. He throws 100. He's got the splitter. He's got like 8 pitches. So yeah, like I think they have to win. I think Game 3 is more important to get. Yeah, because the 2 Japanese guys are gonna kill them this series. I feel like Shohei and Yamamoto are gonna kill them, and I think they need to take advantage of Glasnow and Snell.
Well, they're going to have to do it. If this series goes deep, they're going to see Yamamoto again.
But you know what's crazy? It's like if Blake Snell was on the Jays, he'd be the number 1 pitcher. If Yamamoto was on the Jays, he'd be the number 1 pitcher. If Tyler Glasnow was on the Jays, he'd be their number 1 pitcher. If Shohei Ohtani was on the Jays, he'd be their number 1 pitcher. So it's just like Kevin Gausman would be their 5th starter. Like it's just so it's tough. It's tough, man. That's why everyone just thinks the Dodgers could just win this series so easily, because you just think about that and you're like, Jays are in tough, man.
They can do it, though. I believe.
No, I believe too. No,
after the Game
totally
1 performance, I'll admit that I was trepidatious going into this, because the Dodgers are the Dodgers, and like as you just pointed out, the pitching disparity between the 2 teams. But the thing that bums me out about Gausman is he did what they need him to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't give up. Don't have an inning where you give up a 4 spot or a 5 spot. Keep it close, but Yamamoto's just a machine. Like the Jays need to get into that Dodgers bullpen and then go to work. And that guy, you're not getting into their bullpen when that guy's starting.
No. And they've done a really good job of shutting down Freeman, Betts, and Shohei. All three of them have looked pretty pedestrian at the plate. And Will Smith's kind of killing them a bit, but they've done pretty well shutting down. Yeah, they've done well. Like Shohei looks awful at the plate. He got that kind of free home run in that game that didn't matter. Like Betts hasn't done anything. Freeman is on it, but really hasn't produced anything. So, I mean, they've done a good job there, but yeah, they got to find a way to do the patent and run up the pitch count early, but it's hard to do that when you're facing probably the best pitcher on planet Earth right now.
What's your expectation for Mad Max?
See, I think the Seattle game, like I would have bet my house on him pitching well. It just had that like, I kept texting you and our other buddy that it's gonna be like a Kevin Costner movie. Like it's just like the gunslinger had one more left in him. I don't know if he has another one left in him. I don't know, man. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. You just hope that his intensity, because at this point in his career, that's what's driving him, is that psychotic Max Scherzer intensity. And you just hope that is what fuels him to go out and have another stellar outing like that.
But realistically, the best thing Max Scherzer can do is throw 5 innings of like 3-run ball. Like, you know, like we're not having a complete game shutout here. Like we're not getting to the 6th inning with 1 run against. Like this guy he's going to give up 3, whether he goes 4 or 5. Hopefully he goes 5, but he's not going any more than that. Like that's just where he's at in his career right now. But
you want to, yeah, it's baseball's weird because you play the game 5 in LA as well.
What's a brutal home field advantage is just not like that's brutal. Like now the Dodgers have home field advantage.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like what?
It is strange. It is strange how that happens because
like
you want to say, oh, you'd like to come back to Toronto with it split at 2-2, but it's like, no, game 5 is in LA.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of having home field advantage. You get 1 in your barn, then you know you're coming back. But not in this sport. It's like you get 1, and then it's like, oh, you can basically just get swept from now on and lose on the road.
I just want to take a second to just comment on the absolute trip. So they stopped game 2 in the middle to do a really nice, what I thought was a really nice like stand up to cancer moment where people had the signs of who they're standing for. And a lot of people had Buck Martinez and Joe Siddle's holding one for his son, and he's got tears in his eyes. And then Dan and Buck are emotional after. And my wife lost her dad to cancer. It's a really, really nice moment. And then they just go to this weird Jonas Brothers MasterCard half song that was just, I don't know. Like, I know it's the World Series and things are done a bit differently, and there's a lot of pomp and circumstance in the World Series, and I get it, but like, I just don't. I thought the momentum of the game actually kind of shifted. Well, I thought the Jays were kind of in it, and then it just, not long after that was when Gausman gave up the 2 home runs, and it was weird. I thought the stand up to cancer portion was fantastic and super emotional and all for that. I just don't know if we needed the Jonas Brother MasterCard performance.
Yeah, I was like, I've never seen that before. I've never, I didn't know that. I've heard the Jonas Brothers name over the past like 2 days. I'm like, oh, they must have like performed before the game started. And then all of a sudden I was like, no, it's like a 6th inning halftime show, basically.
I want to take a second. Last thing I want to hit on before we get out of here today is I just want to take a second to just show my love for sports fans in this city. We've taken a lot of heat from some individual who now plays for the Vegas Golden Knights and a lot of shrapnel at Toronto sports fans and how hard it is to play here. And I want to read you a quote from Kevin Gausman ahead of game 2. This city loves their athletes, especially if you give them something to be proud of. You drive around this city, it's electric. It's so hard to play here. I need private security. It's not our fault. We're not responsible for 1967. The one line in that quote that I want to pull out is, especially if you give them something to be proud of, a la don't show up for game 7 of the second round and get your fucking ass kicked multiple times.
Every single time.
Every single time.
Oh.
And maybe the fans won't, quote unquote, turn on you. It's just, I am someone who has grown up my whole life as a diehard fan of Toronto sports teams, Jays and Leafs specifically, Raptors as well, but Jays and Leafs are my two teams. And I take it personally, the amount of comments and grenades that have been lobbed at us by Mitch Marner and the Leaf organization, quite frankly, in the last few years. And to see the way Toronto fans have been, to see how the environment they've created at the Rogers Center, how happy everybody is, how much you drive anywhere in this country, people are wearing Jay stuff. It's on in bars across the country. It's just, I hate this narrative. I'm so proud of everyone for putting it to rest. I don't want to hear it anymore. If the fans boo you, it's because you stink. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Look in the mirror. You're not a victim.
Yeah.
This city treats its athletes incredibly well. Like, enough.
Well, it's just, I mean, what the Leafs went through is like pretty improbable if you think about it. Like, how do you lose every single game? like how? Like how have you not won one of them? Like that's it's insane.
And not even like the game 7 that they lost to Tampa like 3 years ago, where it was just a tight game and it didn't go their way. That's an outlier. Most of the time in these clinching games, they stink.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just pretty improbable. But then it's just coming out after and just being a dank and just not to, like, it's just mixed. It's just failure mixed with bad PR. And it's just, yeah.
All right, buddy. We're going to get out of here. We'll be back. The Leafs got 2 games this week against Calgary and the Columbus Blue Jackets. We'll be back at some point after those to discuss that. And like I said, you can take to the bank that Ryan and I will be here on Sundays unless they play a game on Sunday night. Then we won't be here. But if you want to join us, hit the like and subscribe button below. Listen, the Leafs having a tumultuous start to a season, I always say this, if you're in the Leaf content game, you want it to be tumultuous because that's when people really engage in our channel. We had kind of a little lull there when the season got started, but we've been cooking with gas for the last week or so. Tons of new subs, tons of comments, tons of engagement, or as Kevin Barker would say, cooking with gravy.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button below. Links to our socials are in the description below. If you're listening to the audio version, like, subscribe, review.
Spread the word, tell your friends.
We'll see you guys in a few days.